Disclaimer. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always talk to your licensed healthcare provider before starting any peptide, supplement, or therapy. Welcome back to the Peptide Effect. Today's episode is in honor of National Diabetes Month, a time to bring awareness to blood sugar health, metabolic balance, insulin resistance, and the tools that may support people on their wellness journey. Today, we're diving into peptides that may help support glucose metabolism, appetite regulation, inflammation control, and overall metabolic resilience. As always, this is for education only, not medical guidance. Now, let's get into it. When we talk about diabetes, we're really talking about how well the body manages glucose. Your muscles, liver, pancreas, hormones, and gut all play a role. And this is where peptides start to shine. They're not magic, but they can support pathways related to insulin sensitivity, fat burning, inflammation control, and glucose transport. So, let's break down some of the most discussed peptides people look into during National Diabetes Month. First up is GLP-1. This peptide has gained major attention because it mimics a natural hormone your body already makes in your gut. GLP-1 helps regulate blood sugar by improving insulin release when glucose rises, slowing gastric emptying, and reducing appetite. Many people report feeling fewer cravings and more stable energy throughout the day. In medical settings, GLP-1 agonists are used for diabetes and weight management. In the peptide wellness world, people often discuss GLP-1 for its potential to support blood sugar control, reduce overeating, and promote a healthier relationship with food. Whether it's compounded GLP-1 or other versions, the goal is the same: support metabolism and reduce the burden on insulin. Another peptide people talk about is GLP-2. This one is often associated with gut healing, but gut health and blood sugar go hand in hand. When your gut lining is inflamed or damaged, the body is under metabolic stress. GLP-1 may second support the repair of intestinal tissue, which may indirectly support better nutrient absorption and digestive balance. And when digestion improves, blood sugar stability often follows. People who struggle with bloating, inflammation, or nutrient malabsorption sometimes notice improvement in their metabolic markers when their gut health is addressed first. Now, let's look at AOD9604. This peptide is often known as the fat loss fragment of human growth hormone. It's not HGH itself. Instead, it's a smaller section focused on fat metabolism. While not directly a diabetes peptide, improving fat loss and reducing abdominal fat can have major benefits for insulin sensitivity. Visceral fat, the fat around the organs, is one of the biggest drivers of inflammation and metabolic dysfunction. So when people talk about improving insulin resistance, reducing that specific fat type is a big priority, and peptides like AOD9604 may support that process. Next is MOTS-C. This mitochondrial peptide is becoming more popular because of its role in energy regulation. It may support improved exercise tolerance, better fat metabolism, and cellular resilience. People who struggle with low energy, sluggish workouts, or difficulty losing weight sometimes find that MOTS-C helps them get moving again. When you move more, your muscles naturally pull glucose from the bloodstream, which can help insulin do its job more efficiently. MOTS-C is also being studied for its potential benefits in metabolic syndrome, which often overlaps with type 2 diabetes. Another important one is BPC-157. While this peptide is well known for healing injuries, reducing inflammation, and supporting gut health, inflammation plays a huge role in glucose balance. When inflammation is high, insulin signaling becomes disrupted, and this can contribute to insulin resistance. BPC-157 may help calm inflammatory pathways, support the gut, and reduce oxidative stress. All of these factors may indirectly support better metabolic health. Let's also talk about semaglutide and tirzepatide for a moment. These medications, while not traditional peptides in the wellness space, are huge in the diabetes world. Semaglutide is a GLP-1 agonist, and tirzepatide is a dual GLP-1 and GIP agonist. Both can support weight loss, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce appetite. During National Diabetes Month, many people want to understand what these medications do. They reduce hunger, stabilize glucose, and lower the pressure placed on insulin production. For many individuals, losing even 5 to 10% of body weight can significantly improve glucose numbers and reduce the risk of diabetic complications. Peptides can also support metabolic health indirectly through muscle growth. More muscle equals better glucose disposal. That's why peptides like Ipamorelin and CJC-1295 enter the conversation. These may support growth hormone release, which can help with lean muscle development, fat loss, and better recovery from exercise. And because muscles act like a sponge for glucose, anything that helps build muscle mass may also help blood sugar stability. Now, let's talk about lifestyle synergy. Peptides are tools, but they work best when combined with habits that support glucose control. This includes strength training at least 3 times a week, walking for 10 to 15 minutes after meals, eating balanced meals with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, prioritizing sleep, and managing stress. When you combine smart lifestyle strategies with peptide support, you create a powerful foundation for metabolic wellness. National Diabetes Month is also a reminder to check in with your energy levels, your cravings, your sleep quality, and even your emotional well-being. Blood sugar swings can influence mood, stress, irritability, and even brain fog. That's why some people turn to peptides that support cognitive health when dealing with metabolic challenges. For example, C-Max and C-Link are not metabolic peptides, but they may support focus, mood balance, and stress regulation. And when stress is lower, cortisol is lower. And when cortisol is lower, blood sugar control often improves. Another key point to discuss is inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest silent contributors to diabetes progression. Reducing inflammation through peptides, nutrition, gut health, and lifestyle can create an environment where your cells respond better to insulin. Peptides like KPV, TB-500, and the Glow blends that combine healing peptides may support this anti-inflammatory process. Reduced inflammation often means better glucose numbers and improved overall metabolic function. Now let's talk about early warning signs people often overlook. Feeling tired after eating, waking up hungry in the middle of the night, getting shaky, anxious, or irritable between meals, craving sugar or carbs frequently, carrying most weight in the midsection, slow recovery from workouts, frequent brain fog. These can all be subtle indicators that your blood sugar isn't as stable as you think. Peptides alone won't fix the issue, but they can support the system while you work on improving dietary patterns and physical activity. During National Diabetes Month, many people also want to know how long it takes to see changes. With lifestyle improvements, some individuals notice improved glucose stability within a few weeks. With peptides, changes may happen within 4 to 12 weeks depending on the specific peptide, dosage, frequency, and overall health. Consistency is key. The goal isn't perfection. It's better habits, better resilience, and better long-term outcomes. As we close out this episode, remember that metabolic health is not about quick fixes. It's about building a stronger foundation for your future self. Peptides can be part of that foundation, but they're just one tool in a larger strategy that includes movement, nutrition, stress reduction, gut health, and awareness. National Diabetes Month is an opportunity to check in with your body, learn something new, and empower yourself with better tools. Next to last disclaimer. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a licensed healthcare provider before using peptides, medications, or supplements. Thanks for listening, keep learning, and stay curious.